All right, welcome to today's explainer. Look, as ambitious international exporters, you and I both know the hustle. We are constantly looking beyond our own borders, ready to scale up and grab those new global markets. Today, we're breaking down the actual mechanics of digital visibility. Because positioning our businesses correctly in the digital ecosystem, it's not just some cute marketing tactic anymore. It's the fundamental bridge connecting our local factory floors to massive, massive global markets.
So, I really want you to think about this scenario. If a buyer in Brazil, or maybe Germany or Canada, urgently needs exactly what you manufacture, today, right this very second, can they actually find you? If we're relying entirely on physical networking or local word of mouth, the hard truth is, probably not. Our biggest hurdle right now is being geographically fenced in by outdated promotion strategies, and that literally leaves us invisible to the rest of the world.
Now check out this number, 90%. That is a staggering reality check. According to our source material, over 90% of business buyers are doing their online research before they ever even think about reaching out to a supplier. Sourcing managers are hitting up search engines first. And hey, if our export business doesn't show up in those initial searches, we aren't even in the conversation. We're losing out on lucrative international contracts before we even know they exist. Crazy, right?
Okay, so let's dive right into this roadmap we've structured to take your business from the local level to the global stage. We're going to cover the invisible exporter problem, the digital directory advantage, how to build international trust, we'll meet the TNIB business directory, and finally, wrap up with your global expansion strategy.
Let's kick things off with Section 1, the invisible exporter, and why great products go unnoticed. Look, in our hyper-connected world, having a top-tier product is awesome, but quality alone just isn't enough anymore. We could be manufacturing the absolute highest-grade textiles or the purest agricultural goods, but without that online visibility, our products just remain a well-kept secret from the foreign buyers who are actively trying to source them.
Because, let's face it, traditional methods are simply falling short. We're talking newspaper ads, printed brochures, cold calling, or just waiting by the phone with a dusty Rolodex after a trade show. I mean, sure, those were the gold standards maybe 20 years ago. But today, they're expensive, they're highly localized, and they're just incredibly inefficient. These outdated methods simply aren't going to cut it for sustainable, borderless growth.
Which brings us to Section 2, the digital directory advantage, essentially building your 24/7 global storefront. You see, customer buying behavior has completely shifted toward localized AI searches and mobile internet. When an importer needs a new supplier, what do? They reach right into their pocket for their smartphone. Online business directories have evolved specifically to capture that exact behavioral shift.
And this really brilliantly illustrates the night and day difference we're dealing with. On one hand, traditional export marketing gives us really expensive, temporary visibility that is completely limited by time zones and geography. But modern digital directories, they are highly cost-effective, totally borderless, and mobile optimized. Basically, your storefront never ever closes. While you and I are fast asleep, a sourcing manager halfway across the globe could be scrolling through your product catalogs.
There's a line directly from our source material that I absolutely love, and it proves the power of this tech. It says, a buyer in Brazil can discover a Bangladeshi exporter just as easily as a local customer searching within the same city. Just take a second to think about the sheer scale of that opportunity. Digital directories literally flatten the world. They put our SME operations on the exact same playing field as massive multinational corporations. It's a total game changer.
Moving on to Section 3, building international trust, or verification through visibility. Because obviously, just being found is only half the battle. Foreign buyers are taking on massive risks when they source overseas. So, before they ever shoot us an email, they urgently need to verify our credibility online. If our digital footprint looks weak or sketchy, they're going to immediately pivot to a competitor who looks a bit more established.
So this is where we really need to understand a vital SEO concept, and that is backlinks. Think of a backlink as a digital vote of confidence. When we list our business in a highly authoritative directory, that directory essentially links back to our own website. Search engines like Google see that link and they treat it as a major validation of our credibility. It completely elevates our digital trustworthiness.
And this creates this massive compounding effect for our brands over time. Search engines use our directory listings as legit citations. When our profile is consistent across these trusted platforms, it acts as a huge trust indicator to international buyers. And honestly, the best part? Managing all of this is incredibly cost-effective compared to dumping money into heavy advertising campaigns.
A verified, accurate profile just becomes this powerful, long-term lead generation asset for us.
Okay, Section 4. Meet the TNIB Business Directory, connecting business opportunities. So, how do we actually put all of this into practice? Well, our source really highlights the Trade and Investment Bangladesh Directory, or TNIB, as the ultimate catalyst here. It's a platform built specifically to connect our local markets and exports directly with those verified global buyers we've been talking about.
Now, what is really interesting to see here is exactly how diverse the represented industries are. Whether your business is exporting denim under textiles and garments, maybe you're running an agricultural seed company, distributing food and beverage spices, or even offering specialized business consulting, the directory is already categorized, it is fully primed and ready to showcase your specific products to the buyers searching for those exact niches.
By enlisting, we gain some immediate, serious strategic advantages. We're talking enhanced visibility among verified international buyers, meaning the people actually looking at our profiles have the real power to purchase. We secure direct access to B2B leads and partnerships, we get much faster buyer-seller matchmaking, and of course, we guarantee that 24/7 global accessibility. These are literally the foundational pillars for generating sustainable revenue.
Which brings us to our final section, your global expansion strategy, moving from the local factory to the global stage. We understand the landscape now, we know the tools, so it's time for action. Let's look at a highly actionable step-by-step blueprint for taking immediate control of your international reach.
The enlistment process is actually super simple and user-friendly for literally any SME or startup. Step 1, just visit the TNIB website and register. Step 2, submit your company details and clearly itemize your products and services. Now, Step 3 is absolutely crucial, okay? Upload high-quality logos, images, and promotional materials. Remember, this is your new digital storefront. It has to look sharp and professional. And finally, Step 4, go global and make sure you maintain and update that profile regularly. Listen, we simply cannot afford to wait on this. The future is digital, full stop. With the rapid growth of mobile commerce, voice search, and AI-powered systems, the way buyers find us is changing faster than ever before. Having a digital directory presence is no longer just an optional trick. It is an absolute strategic necessity. If we fail to invest early in our digital positioning, we really risk losing massive competitive advantages to the exporters who do. I want to leave you with this really powerful final thought directly from our source material. In today's competitive global economy, visibility creates opportunity. It really is that simple. If we want those international contracts, we absolutely must step out of the shadows. The buyers are out there, and they are searching right now. But the question is, will they find you, or are they going to find your competitor? Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and hey, here's to our global success.